Very good afternoon. This is Dr. Sthiti Das, Consultant Radiation Oncologist at Apollo Hospitals, Bhubaneswar. Today we will know about stereotactic radiosurgery. Stereotactic radiosurgery is a very sophisticated kind of conventional radiotherapy where we administered very high doses of focused radiation into the intracranial tumors and limit the dose to the other surrounding critical structures. With the advent of medical imaging and radiological procedures, we are able to secure a very high deposition of dose to the tumor tissue, which is often a lethal dose, and thus we entail a complete treatment of the disease. But let me clarify, stereotactic radiotherapy or stereotactic radiosurgery is not a surgery, and there is no surgery involved. There is no sutures, no scalpels involved, there is no blood loss, there is no anesthetist involved. It can be done in the ease of an OPD procedure, but let me tell you that this procedure is very important both for the radiation oncologist as well as the neurosurgeons, where we can deeply access those tumors which are in the deep recesses of the brain and which are hard to reach and which are nearer to the critical structures where normal neurosurgical procedures are impossible. So these stereotactic radiosurgical procedures can be done for benign as well as malignant tumors, primary as well as metastatic tumors, and it can also be used for tumors where surgery has already been done and there are some residuals. Also, we can also treat the tumors which are very present in very hard to reach areas and critical areas like the base of skull, in intracranial areas and orbital areas. So the tumors which are usually treated by stereotactic radiosurgeries are arteriovenous malformations or arteriovenous fistulas, gliomas both low grade and high grade, craniopharyngiomas, pituitary adenomas, chordomas, glomus jugular tumors, craniopharyngiomas, meningiomas, acoustic neuromas, and also it finds application in trigeminal neuralgias. The treatment of SRS actually entails a lot of high-end techniques. First and foremost being the three-dimensional imaging, which is CT and MRI, and also localization techniques which helps us to secure the coordinates on X, Y and Z axes for the tumor volume. Immobilization techniques and localization techniques also help us to maintain the tumor position with sub-millimetric precision throughout the treatment. Better treatment planning and optimization techniques as well as delivery techniques allow us to secure a very conformal dose to the intracranial tumors to easy delivery of the tumor dose. Lastly, we have image-guided radiotherapy where CT images are taken before as well as during the treatment in the treatment room itself to ensure lesser positional inaccuracies. So coming to the different steps of SRS or stereotactic radiosurgeries. The first and foremost step is immobilization, which is secured by a non-invasive head frame, which at Apollo Hospitals we use TruePoint arc system, which consists of 4 components, which is a customizable head part. There is a thermoplastic mold, a bite tray and a Nasian cushion. 4 of these are custom based and they are individualized for each patient to ensure better reproducibility during the treatment. Also, it is known to ensure sub-millimetric precision throughout the treatment. Coming to the next step, once the mold is made, we can then transfer the patient to a simulation room where images, specialized images like CT images with 1 mm cuts, also MRI images with 1 mm cuts are acquired. So these 2 images are acquired, and in case of AV malformations, we also acquire MR angiography images. So all these images are then directed to the treatment planning system, which is the 3rd step. On the workstation, these CT images and MRI images, they are fused or superimposed just like a carbon copy. Both the images are important to the radiation oncologist. Once the fusion is done, the radiation oncologist will analyze the images, and then he will delineate the target, the treatment volume, as well all the critical structures and surrounding structures. Once this is done, a prescription dose is also given, and proper dose constraints are given to the organ at risk structures to save the critical surrounding structures. So once this is done, the beam arrangement and the plan optimization is done by the physicist. After this, an optimum plan is generated. The whole team sit together, like the radiation oncologist, neurologist, radiologist, physicist and the dosimetrist, and they evaluate the plan for the final plan. Once the final plan is evaluated and ready for treatment, it is then transferred to the treatment room. The patient is then taken to the treatment room and is made to lie on the treatment couch. The immobilization device is placed, and then with the onboard imaging, we take fresh CT scan images of the patient just before the treatment. Now these images are then fused with the previous planning CT images which were taken during the day of planning. And these two images are then compared, and once there is any disalignment in any of the axes or coordinates, the machine prompts us and allows for a suitable correction to be made. Now once this correction is made, then a proper treatment delivery is done and the entire dose can be delivered at that time. Normally it usually takes us 10 to 15 minutes to complete the treatment. Once it is completed, the mold is removed and the patient is evaluated clinically and then allowed to go home. So now we can see it is a very easy procedure. It takes it around 2 to 3 days to finalize the plan, and the treatment doesn't take more than 15 minutes, and the patient can be taken treatment on OPD basis, and more than around 25 gray per fraction can be delivered in a single shot. Mostly we do it in a single shot where it is known as stereotactic radiosurgery, but suppose we need to give more fractions or more settings, then it is called as fractionated radiosurgery. So now we know that SRS is a very easy method to treat those intracranial tumors which are otherwise not amenable to neurosurgical resection. Similarly, if we see these tumors, if they are present in the extracranial location and we use the same principles of stereotactic radiosurgery, then it is known as stereotactic body radiation therapy. So some tumors like lung tumors, liver tumors, some spinal tumors and prostate tumors, they also find application in this treatment where it can be delivered. The patient is more compliant because he or she receives lesser fractions and higher doses, and it can be done in an OPD basis.